I've done several videos in the past to explain what is iCue and how the iCue method works in practice using examples of accident investigations, risk assessments, even strategy discussions. Now, I thought on this occasion I will do something different. And the idea is just to give an overview of how, by using a visual method, using visual thinking, we can actually map conversations and improve decision making in an organization and see how a method such as an IQ engagement tool is different from the traditional risk and safety methods that are available to us within the industry. This is a visual method referred to as the IQ method in social psychology of risk, used for mapping conversations and understanding decision making using a whiteboard. Unlike forms and checklists, as you can see in this picture, it takes at least two people to engage, which means as a minimum, this is a social and relational method. Second, there is a lion facilitating the session with a toucan, a giraffe, a zebra, and a mouse. It symbolizes that when oral speech is turned into text on a whiteboard, people can start to visualize their own words and appreciate how each one sees the same thing differently. That's the starting point to entertain differences and realize our subjectivities. We all have strong views about what we think is normal, but now we can actually see that in the open. Third, no one rehearses what they will say when they come to a conversation. As we visualize our spontaneous words on a whiteboard, our beliefs, our decisions, and our misunderstandings start to become visible. How do I know what I think until I see what I say? That is precisely the essence of this explanation. Fourth, mapping a story using a whiteboard is a somatic experience. It is very different from taking a checklist from top to bottom or from left to right. After a while, the checklist ticking becomes a mindless exercise, but it takes a whole person to map a conversation. The active involvement of the whole body makes it a kinesthetic experience. We learn best by practice and doing. And unlike templates that constrain thinking, a whiteboard or a blank piece of paper also unlocks people's imagination about risk. A 10 minutes toolbox talk or a strategy conversation brings much more to the surface and creates more engagement than an hour-long telling and instructing. Finally, the lion is also the one holding the pen, keeping his ears to the group, and his visual focus is on the whiteboard. The picture symbolizes how the most powerful person in the room, who is often not used to listening, only telling and instructing, has now been deliberately asked to do precisely that. In other words, this is an ethical method, it is relational, and it addresses the problem of overconfidence and hubris that continues to dominate the risk and safety world. There are many practical examples of how the IQ method works in practice on our YouTube channel.